Welcome in. Let's get into an update regarding the 4 Americans that were kidnapped in Mexico by the Mexican cartel, and only 2 came home alive. But the Mexican cartel is very sorry for kidnapped and murdered Americans. The Gulf Cartel turned in 5 of its men and said the kidnapping in the city of Matamoros that killed 2 Americans last week was a mistake. What? And with that, let's get into it. I'm sorry to say that this mistake right here cannot be undone. I was not expecting this, but this is just insane. The cartel allegedly responsible for the kidnapping of 4 Americans and the murder of 2 in the Mexican border city of Matamoros last week turned in 5 of its men and apologized for the mistake on the morning of Thursday, March 9th, 2023. So it's like, here's 5 of our guys. We're sorry. Is this an even a deal? What? The Scorpions Group, which is an armed branch of the legendary Gulf Cartel that has dominated the northeastern side of Mexico for decades, left a narco banner alongside 5 men who were beaten up and had their hands tied inside a black pickup truck. The banner asked the American families and the people in Matamoros for forgiveness after their mistake of killing and kidnapping 4 Americans last week. And this is according to sources. The men responsible for these actions acted under their own will and lack of discipline against the Gulf Cartel rules. We apologize to the family of Miss Airley and the rest of the American families. The banner signed by the Scorpions and a Gulf Cartel. On March 3rd, 2023, 4 U.S. citizens were attacked and kidnapped shortly after crossing the Texas border into Matamoros, Mexico. Video circling of the aftermath of the assault showed a group of armed men forcing an American woman into the back of a white pickup truck. The bodies of the other 3 U.S. citizens were then dragged and loaded into the back of the same truck. 2 of the victims were found alive by the Mexican authorities on Tuesday and have since returned to the U.S. The other 2 U.S. citizens were killed, and their bodies were sent back across the border on Thursday. On March 9th, 2023, photos of the men and message left allegedly by the Gulf Cartel show 5 men laying on the floor face down in front of a black pickup truck with Texas registration plates. The banner was left on the front windshield, and authorities also found several weapons inside the vehicle. The men are said to be severely beaten but alive. The same people from the Gulf Cartel took the photos of the 5 men and the banner and sent them to the police. They also called the emergency number to alert authorities of the message they left downtown. The Gulf Cartel is one of the most powerful criminal organizations operating in the northeast region of Mexico. Mexican news outlets Reforma and Milenio have both fingered a man named Jose Alberto Garcia Villano, alias La Quina or Siglon 19, as being the head of the group responsible for the attack against the 4 Americans. But this information has not been confirmed yet by authorities. Matamoros is home to at least 2 warring factions of the Gulf Cartel, one of the country's oldest criminal organizations that has splintered repeatedly over the past 15 years. Since the kidnapping last week and the bilateral shockwaves it generated, Mexico's President Andres Manuel Lopez sent a further 200 soldiers and 100 members of the National Guard to reinforce security in the border city, in which violence and conflict between rival criminal groups is common. Many Mexicans are questioning the fast response of the government to the kidnapping of Americans in a country where abductions, murders, and disappearances of Mexicans is an everyday occurrence. That to me is absolutely a shocking, leaving 5 of their men and an apology letter on the window. Where does the Mexican authority go from here? Are they going to lock them up, or are they going to turn their shoulder, considering it's a big, powerful cartel? Drop your opinions, guys, below in the comments. But with that, it is a wrap. Everyone, thank you for coming in. Please make sure you click that like, the subscribe, and the bell for notifications so you do not miss the next time we drop a video or go live. Everybody, have a good day or a good night wherever you are in the world, and stay vigilant. I am out.